Hi everyone, welcome to the Panic Button. I'm Nina, and today we're going to be reacting to this non-binary guy named James. You might have seen him before. He's one of the Dylan Mulvaney clones. He's friends with them, and he's a headache. So I'm sure you've seen him around. He was also one of the queers doing a little jig in the Capitol women's bathroom as a form of protest. Anyway, in the United States, there are states that allow you to change your gender on your birth certificate and driver's license from male to female. The most progressive states allow you to change it to X, which is insane. But we're going to be reacting to James talking about that experience. Yay! And knowing James, he probably did a couple lines before filming this.
I just got my gender changed on my driver's license in the free fucking state of Florida. My God, Ron DeSantis would be screaming right now if he knew about this. This little license now says female on it.
Is it just me, or does his chin look very pronounced? Or kind of looks like you're talking or there's something in his mouth? And I was right, he did do a couple lines before he filmed this video.
It doesn't, I can't show you because then you would know way too much about me, but it says female. This was the last step in changing all of my documents. This was not easy.
Oh, so he went from non-binary, now he's just going to female. How convenient.
You're not even supposed to be able to do this in this state. Here's the loophole. Here's the loophole. Listen up. If you're replacing your driver's license, not renewing it, but replacing it because you lost it, they have to take all of your information from what they consider a primary document. A passport is considered a primary document, and you can self-identify on your passport, which means, loophole, you can self-identify on your Florida fucking driver's license. So my passport.
Well, take that passport and go to Palestine. Go to Gaza. Go to Iraq. Go to Afghanistan. I'm sure they will accept it that you are a female, James. I'm sure, yeah, they'll accept it. They'll accept it all the way to taking you up the stairs on top of a roof, if you know what I mean. Keep that passport on you, James, because you'll need it when you travel off the roof.
It says female, and I showed it to them, and they made a bunch of copies, and they had a whole fucking team meeting in the back. I shit you not. There were 8 people that were like looking at it, looking at me, looking back, and I swear I was like, I just felt like I was gonna cry. It's so humiliating sometimes to be in a hostile state. Like, if you live in a hostile state, you know what I'm talking about.
A hostile state. A hostile state. Okay, so if we're taking the mental thought process of a crazy person like him. Hostile is when someone disagrees with you. Hate speech is when someone doesn't say your preferred pronoun. James hasn't gone through a lot in his life, I can tell, because little tiny things that most people just be like, about because they have bigger issues. For James is threatening. It's violent. It's hurtful. It's painful. It's pathetic. Because Florida is not a hostile state to gays, lesbians, bisexuals. No. What makes it hostile is that you can't talk to children about it, which, hostile, meaning uncomfortable. See, James is the type of guy who always gets his way. He always has, I'm sure. And when he doesn't get his way, which I think has barely ever happened in his life, he makes it into genocide. Oh, it's genocide if you don't accept me as female. If you don't accept him as female, that's genocide, which completely eradicates the meaning of the word, the impact of the word. Just like hate speech, acts of violence, harmful, assault, all those words for them is just them feeling uncomfortable. So they use those words in order to define them feeling uncomfortable. Because uncomfortable to them is the most pain they've ever felt in their life, which is pathetic. Because most of us, normal people in the world, we've all gone through some stuff, some things here and there that really traumatized us or affected us. So when we see guys like this saying hostile state, genocide, any of those words, when they use any of those words to define them feeling uncomfortable, it makes people look at them in a very infuriated manner. We want to give him an open hand slap in the face and say snap out of it, kind of like Cher. But let's try to get through this.
I don't know how
I could smell his breath from here, and it smells like penises.
possible it is to do this in every other red state. I don't know the loopholes.
Not like I would know what penises smell like. I'm very much a lesbian, but I'm sure James has, from his TikToks and stuff, talking about the amount of orgies he's had. I'm sure he's got a pretty good idea of what a peni smells like.
Everywhere else as well as I know them here. Then on the way out of the DMV, a guy rolled down the window of his Ford F-250 and yelled, "Nice dick," at me. So, good
This guy can't even lie right. Oh, it's so sad. It's so pathetic. Oh, man, he needs to go back to theater training and really understand how to make what he's saying believable, because everything that's coming out of his mouth, because that statement that he just made, someone saying nice dick, is a bunch of bullshit. Highly doubtful. Someone said that, like, why? Aren't you a female? If you're a female, females don't have to. Oh, I'm sorry. In the land of crazy, females can have dicks and prostates.
good things don't last forever, but that license is gonna last 10 years. I am wishing all trans people a positive and easy
See, it's a great thing, because once Trump gets into office, we don't have to worry about things like this. I'm hoping that what he does is eradicate this whole changing your gender marker on your license. When you can change your gender marker on your license, if you commit a crime, the headline for your crime that would be in the newspaper would be saying that a female committed this crime, which completely eradicates the point of statistics when it comes to male or female statistics. Because now you got dudes with the new gender marker saying that they're women committing crimes, and now a whole bunch of women are rapists. You ever noticed that? I've seen so many news stories where they're saying a woman did this, woman did this, woman did this, and nowadays I don't believe any news source in mainstream media. If they say that a female committed a crime, I usually give a look like, okay, because I don't buy it. They'll say like female rapist. No. We know when you see female rapist, it's usually a guy. Female murders, it's like, I'm not really sure that's female. So because these guys can identify as female, it makes it really hard to believe anything in the mainstream media. I mean, they did a bang-up job of making people not trust them anyway, but this just adds to the mess.
and easy get your documents in order December. And Ron DeSantis, you can suck my trans dick.
Oh, you're so tiny. Oh, James. I am so sorry that you are going to live in a world that is not going to deal with your bullshit. See, because right now James surrounds himself with people who are crazy like him. And that will work for a period of time. But James seems like the type of person who's like a catty bitch. Someone who talks shit behind his best friend's backs, is a hoe. Nasty. Most people will see this guy and be like, I know exactly the type of person he is. When we see people like James walking around in this world, we automatically assume everything about that person. It could be just a feminine guy who is like Jeffree Star. It could be just a dude like that who says he's a dude, doesn't believe in the non-binary bullshit, and is just going on with his life. But because of people like James, Dylan Mulvaney, Lily Tino, people are going to look at a person like them out in the world and automatically make an assumption. See, people won't deal with this anymore because we've had enough. We have bills and shit. We have other things going on with our lives. We don't need people like this causing problems in public. But that's all they know how to do because attention is their drug, aside from crack, meth, 2C, and cocaine. So I just wanted to react to that with you. You might need to take an Advil after this because I'm sure he gave you a migraine. The world is a crazy place, and people like this just make me laugh, and I love it. And I hope you do too, because it could make you mad, and it would be understandable. But in the end, we just have to laugh at them. And if you can't, I will for you. Like and subscribe, and thank you.